This baby was hidden from the entire world and forced to grow up as a girl for one of the most brutal and secretive experiments in medical history. But the most terrifying part, it was his own parents who let it happen. On the surface, it was all to prove one ambitious professor's twisted theory. But behind closed doors, a 14-year nightmare was about to be shattered by a single, devastating confession. This is the biggest lie in science and the chilling story of David Reimer. It all started in 1965 in Canada. Two identical twin boys were born, Bruce and Brian. But what makes this story absolute nightmare fuel is that it began on a completely normal day. When the twins were just 7 months old, they had a minor medical issue that made it painful to pee. Now, the family wasn't Jewish. They were Christians. But the doctors said a quick, routine circumcision would fix everything. So, at 8 months old, baby Bruce was taken into the operating room. But inside that room, a horrific mistake ruined his life forever. Instead of using a normal scalpel, the doctor used an experimental electric tool. The machine malfunctioned, and it literally burned baby Bruce's penis off. It was completely destroyed, totally unusable, and impossible to fix. There was no going back. Bruce's life was shattered before it had even begun. Desperate for a miracle, his heartbroken parents searched everywhere until they met a famous psychologist, Dr. John Money. This guy was incredibly ambitious and obsessed with becoming a scientific superstar. He had a crazy, unproven theory. He believed that babies aren't born as boys or girls. He believed you can teach a child to be whatever gender you want. Money saw this traumatized family, not as people to help, but as the perfect lab rats. He thought, if he could force this baby boy to grow up as a girl, he would prove his twisted theory to the entire world. He brainwashed the terrified parents, convincing them it was the only way to save their son. And at just 22 months old, Bruce was put back on the operating table. Doctors removed his testicles. They forced him into dresses and wiped away his real identity. When he left that room, Bruce was officially gone. In his place was a little girl named Brenda. Dr. Money was celebrating, ready to announce the biggest medical breakthrough in history. But he forgot one terrifying fact. You can change a baby's clothes. You can change a baby's name. But you can never, ever erase nature. And for Brenda, a 14-year living hell was about to begin. As Brenda grew older, the perfect experiment started to fall apart. Dr. Money told the world that Brenda was a happy, normal little girl. But inside her home, it was a complete horror show. Even as a toddler, Brenda absolutely hated dresses. She ripped them off her body and preferred playing with her brother's toy trucks. When she went to school, the nightmare got even worse. She walked like a boy, she talked like a boy, and she even tried to pee standing up. The other kids bullied her mercilessly, calling her a freak and a monster. Brenda had no friends and spent her childhood crying in total isolation. But the darkest part of this story happened behind the closed doors of Dr. Money's laboratory. Every single year, the twins were forced to visit Dr. Money for therapy sessions. But these weren't normal therapy sessions. They were deeply disturbing. Money subjected Brenda and her twin brother Brian to controversial psychological sessions that would later become highly criticized. He was desperately trying to make Brenda fit the identity he had chosen for her, using intense psychological methods. Whenever Brenda resisted, Money tried to convince her that she was making things harder for her family. For 14 years, Brenda believed she was someone she was never meant to be. She suffered through deep emotional struggles and faced a painful internal battle. The parents realized that if they didn't act, the situation could end in tragedy. They knew they couldn't keep the truth hidden any longer. And on one fateful day, Brenda's father sat her down, looked into her eyes, and told her a truth that would shatter her entire reality. Brenda's father looked at her through tears and told her the truth. He told her that she wasn't born a girl. He told her about the accident, the botched procedure, and the ambitious doctor who used her as a lab rat. For Brenda, this devastating confession didn't destroy her. It actually saved her. Everything finally made sense. She wasn't a broken girl. She was a normal boy who had been forced into a living lie. Within weeks, Brenda threw away every dress she owned. She chopped off her hair, demanded to be called David, and started the painful medical journey to reclaim his true gender. David Reimer bravely went through surgeries to reconstruct his body. He even found love, got married, and became a proud stepfather to 3 kids. In 1997, David decided to blow the whistle on the entire experiment. He told his story to the public, exposing Dr. Money's lies to the entire scientific community.
You're always going to see people that are going to say, well, the David Reimer case could have been successful. I'm living proof. And if you're not going to take my word as gospel, because I have lived through it, who else are you going to listen to? Who else is there? I've lived through it. Is it going to take somebody to wind up killing themselves, shooting themselves in the head for people to listen?
His bravery proved to the world that gender identity cannot be manufactured in a lab, but the scars of his childhood ran too deep. The trauma had planted a dark seed of depression that never truly went away. Then, tragedy struck again. In 2002, David's twin brother, Brian, unable to cope with the trauma of Dr. Money's twisted therapy, died by suicide. This absolute heartbreak shattered David's fragile world. Just 2 years later, facing severe depression, financial ruin, and a broken marriage, David Reimer took his own life at the age of 38. David's life was stolen by an arrogant scientist, but his legacy remains untouchable. He exposed the biggest lie in medical history and showed the world that nature can never be overwritten. If you enjoyed this journey through history, consider subscribing for more stories about the people, events, and mysteries that shaped our world. Thanks for watching.